Now at 6:30, dumpster fire deja vu. Flames spread to the outside of a popular Eugene restaurant overnight, and investigators say it wasn't an accident. What helped save Tara Rinn before crews even got there.
I have more damage for this storm than I did for Katrina.
And the winds may not be as strong, but the rain is relentless. And another levee problem sends dozens of people in New Orleans to the rooftops. We'll have the latest, plus who's already sending aid from Oregon. Making a plan to clean up the coast, the governor's tsunami debris task force visits Coos County, what they're stocking park offices with to help, and the items you should not pick out of the sand. Plus, we'll hear from the Ducks' Brian Bennett about what that long meeting with Coach Kelly was really about yesterday, and the latest on the Beavers' possible game delay. I'm Angela Brower. This is News Source 16.
Live in Western Oregon, you're watching KMTR News Source 16. And this is News Source at 6:30.
I arrived at the restaurant, found a dumpster in the alley. It had been on fire.
Suspected arson at a Eugene restaurant, a dumpster and a part of the building's roof in flames. The question now, is it connected to other fires in the area? Firefighters say it looks like someone set the dumpster near the back door of Tara Rinn on fire, and flames spread from there. It's our top story at 6:30. The fire sparked the restaurant on Oak Street just before 5 this morning. Fortunately, Tara Rinn has a sprinkler system surrounding the building, and it worked like a charm. Water kept flames out of the kitchen and the dining room, so they could still open for business today.
The sprinkler head outside, it put the majority of the fire out. It did extend into the building a little bit, roof line and the beam and stuff. But basically, the sprinkler did its job.
Good to hear. Eugene fire crews also responded to another small dumpster fire just a few blocks away. No significant damage was reported there. The situation sounds similar to the arsons in Santa Clara 2 weeks ago, but investigators can't make a definitive connection. And a News Source 16 update from Kelly Middle School after a break-in earlier this month. Teachers say after taking expensive inventory, it doesn't look like anything was stolen or even damaged. Eugene police believe 3 teens broke into the school through a door on August 8th. An alarm system automatically notified police. Neighbors saw them too. The school says it's also increased security since then. Taking the tsunami debris talks on the road. The governor's marine debris task force is working its way down the south coast to talk about a plan to handle incoming debris from Japan. This morning, the group met with people in Coquille. Representatives from the Oregon Departments of Parks and Recreation, Fish and Wildlife, and Environmental Quality all spoke about issues like funding the cleanup and invasive species. The people need to know exactly how to handle the debris as it washes ashore.
The biggest message the Parks Department would like to get out is to let people know about the 211 line and that they can get additional information pretty much at any coastal park office.
Soon, there should also be bags at park offices for people who want to pick up debris. Aerosol and other pressurized cans are the most dangerous things to wash up so far. You don't want to touch those. That's when you call 211. The task force also wants to clear up some myths. It was a deadly tsunami, but there shouldn't be any body parts that make it to Oregon, and any radiation is highly unlikely. Hurricane Isaac has been downgraded to a tropical storm today, but the slow-moving system continues to pound the Gulf Coast. Some parts of southeast Louisiana have seen as many as 20 inches of rain. 75 people have been rescued by boat from flooded homes and rooftops in Plaquemines Parish after a levee broke this morning. More than 500,000 are without electricity tonight. There are already volunteers from Oregon helping in the Gulf Coast, and more are headed that way. Judy Smith is one of those people. The Red Cross volunteer is still waiting to find out where she'll go and who she will help.
Very well be in a shelter. I could be put out into the field doing damage assessment, and or I could be driving a response vehicle.
Now, as of right now, the Oregon and Southwest Washington Red Cross chapter has sent 31 people to the Gulf Coast. Many are opening up shelters and setting up kitchens to support the evacuees. They also have nurses and have certified counselors to help people cope with fear and anxiety.
From the moment they get there, they're busy preparing to receive people. So generally, the general day looks like a 16-hour workday. They're up early, they're up late, they get a little bit of sleep.
A lot to do in that direction. The National Guard is helping folks in New Orleans, and the Oregon Air National Guard is on standby just in case. There is potential for traffic messes on the Interstate 5 Saturday, provided that the game in Corvallis happens, plus the Ducks game and Labor Day travelers. State police and transportation officials are asking football fans to start planning now. 30,000 extra vehicles are expected to be on I-5 and other roads leading to Eugene and Corvallis. Changes have been made to Highway 34 in and out of Corvallis so more traffic can pass through intersections and to keep traffic moving. LTD shuttles to and from Autzen Stadium will be running again from 8 park and ride locations. Passes are $6. A season pass is $25. Pickup starts 4 hours before kickoff and runs for an hour after the game. Halftime shuttles are also available. You can find a full list of locations on GoDucks.com. And what is the weather going to be like for the big game on Saturday? Everyone's wondering. Here's Joseph Calbreth in our Weather Center with our first alert forecast. As teachers and students get ready for the new school year, the decision makers for the Eugene 4J School District are working on some new ideas. Today, the school board met for the first summer retreat. One of the big topics this year is a new teacher evaluation pilot program. About 70 teachers from various schools are taking part. Primarily, it focuses on what teachers are doing effectively and how all of them can improve. It will involve about 7 classroom visits from a variety of staff. Superintendent Sheldon Berman is one of those. He says with a stable budget now, he's excited to focus on new ways to grow.
I feel like we're starting the year not on a negative base, but on a positive base. The true investment is in working with teachers to improve the kind of instruction we provide and to develop and extend their repertoire of teaching. And that's the major focus, and to focus our attention on getting all kids to graduate college and career ready.
New year, new perspective. The board is also tackling a 10-year plan for the district's buildings and facilities, like which ones need work, replacement, or consolidation. Another big change this year is 4J's first common high school schedule. Hundreds of people are expected to line up tomorrow to get free school supplies from St. Vincent de Paul. Volunteers from Oregon Community Credit Union have been packing backpacks full of new pencils, erasers, crayons, anything you can think of for the annual giveaway. Over the last few months, KMTR and the OCCU have been collecting school supplies and selling little paper backpacks for $1 to raise money for the cause. Now, the community response has been incredible.
Traditions form pretty quickly in credit unions. Our members look forward to these kinds of activities every year. They can almost tell us when it's time to start making backpacks available, and they're very enthusiastic about it.
The little bitty kids really like the superheroes and SpongeBob and Tinkerbell and all those fun things. And it's just great to see the smiles on the children's faces.
St. Vincent de Paul says they'll continue collecting school supplies through the week. The supply giveaway starts tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. at the Lindholm Center. That's 450 Highway 99 North. Now, in past years, the line has started forming at 7 o'clock in the morning. Switching from beams to brushes, why artists will take over for construction crews on I-5. That's coming up on News Source 16. Plus, time for dancing in the street and biking and skateboarding when a section of South Eugene will shut down for a big block party, and how many volunteers are needed to make that happen. Also, Lane County Community College is ready to take its first crack at dorm life downtown. From the laundry room to student rooms, see how some of the high-tech amenities are added to Titan Court. And a reminder, when you're on the go, so is KMTR. With the KMTR mobile app, it has your first alert weather forecast, radar, and video. You can download it for free at iTunes and the Android Marketplace. We'll be right back.